Hello, hello, good evening, good evening, good evening. We are here. We are going to be getting started shortly. We've got a couple of things on the agenda, some messages to knock out. That's what we did the other day, is we just started out with a little forest bath. Let's do this. Friends and family. Test a little cat jam. What do you guys think? Cat jam. Seems to work. Dance. Should get a bunch more of these. Should pay someone to do it. Ah, shit. Remember to minimize. Yo, 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 yo. Give us a little time here to get started. We are just trying to enjoy some forest. Let's go. Let's actually enjoy. What am I doing? I am just getting set up right now. Today we're gonna do some animations, but I need a little bit of time to answer all my fan mail first. I'm mostly being silly, but I'm kind of serious. Did you design the animation yourself? The grass animation, like the wind you see? No. I just kind of put together a bunch of tutorials and I don't even think I adjusted the parameters very much. Me moving? I'm not. I'm on a treadmill. Me or the thing, the game? Let me see. How long is this? Oh, there's the cutoff. It's crazy. It's kind of fun. I'm just having fun. I've had like a shitty day, so I'm just kind of like I'm on a treadmill. So when I what am I doing? I am on a treadmill. I see what you're asking now. Thank you for being clear. A lot of people don't understand my treadmill. That helps get my brain going. Honestly, my brain is it's not working very well today. That's just how it is. Ahoy! Ahoy! We're just getting set up here. I just wish things were easier. We're having a challenging day today, so we decided to take a walk in the forest. Good. At least you have some sports equipment. I have to go to the city. It's best to walk outside. So we're walking in a forest because it's a Japanese term called forest bath. And that's what the name of the project is that I have open right now. And forest bath means to go for a walk, cleanse your brain, cleanse your mind with a forest, you know. So it's kind of what we're doing. We don't have many gyms. Yeah, I mean, I hate going to the gym. I don't like going to the gym. I don't like to drive somewhere. So I just started watching your content. I was curious if you'd heard of Essenbox, Sandbox. Yeah. I have. I've played a little bit of Sandbox. It's by the creators of the um Rust, the game Rust. And Face Punch Studios, I think is the name of the studio. It's pretty cool. Sandbox is pretty cool. There's some neat stuff going on there. It's not something I've tried developing in, but I have played some, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. It's a good, uh, like built on like the Gary's mod tradition, and they have like a lobby browser and a lot of infrastructure. I think it's a little clunky, but I don't know. Is it like gaining um like popularity? Is it like coming up? Are people Oh, you know, can we see these comments on the screen? Let's see, social stream. Are these comments popping up? Let me see if this is tapped in right. So this says this. Yeah, they're coming up. Okay. I feel like there's a gap in the market for that. Not much just tutorials for the design tools. So like you're saying that you think people want to learn how to build sandbox games? You haven't played the game, only the dev tools. Well, it sounds like you might be in a position to step up and make that content, right? You know, sometimes you see a gap. Maybe that's for you to fill. Not, you know, maybe that's not your thing, but is there any program that allows me to record on my PC using my phone, given that my phone is very weak? So we're talking about record your PC using your phone. I don't know. I don't know. It's not a question. I'm pretty bad at stream setups. I barely got what we got going. Uh, I just don't have a lot of time to dedicate to streaming setups, but I would like to get better at it. Just thought I'd throw it out there. Very similar to Unity and Godot. Yeah, I think it would be a little different. Like, I don't know even what I don't even know the first thing about building in Sandbox though. So it would have to be a kind of a ramp up, and I'd have to have something I want to build. And I don't know. Godot is kind of my first game engine, and I have to yet to branch out into a second game engine. um, but maybe if I find something I feel like would work in Sandbox, it could be cool. But um, yeah, I got in the beta earlier. Searched and found nothing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't, it seems like that. Yeah, I don't know much about recording software. I use OBS, obviously, and then a couple others. It's an interesting idea. I think there is some untapped potential with Godot and um applications. I think applications are something that you can do in Godot. That'd be cool. So this one. Almost ready here. A couple more small things. But yeah, I'm gonna be working on my tutorials. I really haven't had enough time, I feel like, to work on my new tutorials. Something I want to get into more, but what's up? Yeah, we're gonna get started here in a little bit. I have some couple of I've got to write some invoices and stuff, so we're just hanging out while we get started in about 10 minutes. So you can come back in 10 minutes if you want to see us work on the actual game. Can I create animations for 2D games with the same quality as Hollow Knight using Godot? Um, I don't know. I think so. You can definitely make a good 2D game in Godot that looks really good. That is very possible. Animating is hard though. I mean, animations and how I don't know. Can does anyone know how to do 2D animations? I'm not good at animations. But I think if you look on the Godot subreddit, there are some people who have done some really cool like math-based Godot animations. Math. Let's see here. So I will link you this, Mister. Check this out. This person has, if you look at their game and a lot of stuff that they do, they also have like a YouTube, I think, or looks good. Well, then you can use frames. You would use the built-in Godot animation player, and you can use frames. There's an animation player in Godot, so you could use that, we're almost ready. I just gotta submit this. Fuck. What a disaster. You can ask a personal question. Yeah, I might not answer it. Haha. At what age did I learn programming? Let's say I am almost 40 years old. I learned programming age 20. So if you're anywhere younger than age 40, you could probably learn how to program. Right? I don't know what that means. You'll have to throw that in translate. Okay. Currently 14, started learning. Yes, that's okay. You can write whatever you want. The fuck is going on? Kind of pissed off right now. We're gonna walk 7 miles in the rain, both ways, before we can code. No, I'm just kidding. I have to finish this one. I'm working on an invoice here for some work I did, so I've got to send this off secretly in the background before I begin the fun part. I have not made any devlogs lately, no. I have not made any devlogs because I'm not making a game right now. I'm making tutorials, so it's mostly what I'm going to be doing. And I'm going to be doing some cool features today. We are going to be working on animations, 3D animations, not 2D. Once I get this submitted. Hi, PC Head. Hello, hello. We're getting started here in a few minutes. I just have to get this paperwork done before I'm allowed to play. So I'm hanging out in my forest. Just enjoying some fake nature. Yes, you should. You should document it. I think that is something I would have done early on. Document, just throw it up there. People will find it. Okay. Okay, done. Done. I was in a bad mood and couldn't get anything done all day. Might be something going on today because same for me, PC Head. I could not get anything done today. So I decided to get on the stream and get some motivation from our friends here. You know? Part 3. We're going to be working on part 3 today. It's very exciting. We are going to be working on part 3. So it's in the docs. Let's go to the docs. Where are the assets? Docs. Working on construction to earn money to buy a new PC. You've got this. You can do it. I hope everything goes okay. It's hard. It's difficult work. Yeah, I put a little. So what I just did is in the project, I put a little 3 on it. Do I ever use Claude Code or Codex to code with Godot? I have not. I'm not. I don't really like the AI tools. I think I should probably do it and I might be faster, but sometimes the AI tools end up slowing you down because they make more mistakes than I make. I make mistakes, but the AI tools make mistakes that are hard to detect. Um, and they can be really tricky. Yeah, I mean, I use them at work sometimes because we have free COD code through work, and it's expensive too, right? For the best models, I tend to like the models that are about autocomplete, like I guess Codex would be one, rather than only prompt. And the ones that kind of fill in a little bit ahead of you, those are kind of nice because they can do a good job of guessing what you want, and you get to retain some control over the process. But if you just prompt and just kind of let it go, that becomes vibe coding, and you get into this really big mess really quickly. So I don't like that prompting approach. And those are two different types of models. So the Claude Code model is next token generation all the way through, but the Codex and like some of the other ones, Copilot, they do fill in the middle, so they have context on either side. So that's a big difference. Hey, Andrew P. Do I have a baccalaureate exam? No. Um, I I went to school for art. I have an art degree, which is funny because I don't do any art anymore. But game dev is my art. Okay, we are actually going to begin working on part 3 today. This is a very exciting day, actually, and I've had a little bit of trouble getting motivated to do this, but Yeah, I think I am lucky. You're right. There's some luck. There's also some hard work. There's a little bit of both. It's been a tough couple days, but we're gonna try to turn it around. We're gonna make it a little bit better here. We're going to, um, where's my part three? Oh, here it is. There we go. So we are gonna do this. We are gonna make, I think we're gonna make our players have a animation, and we're gonna make the bow and arrow, I think, and we're gonna make these three things: projectiles, picking things up and throwing things, and make the targets move. And then this might be too hard. Ragdoll. It's a lot on the agenda. I don't have to do it all at the same time. I have to study for 13 years and go to university so I can move to America for better job opportunities. That's unfortunate. It is a tough time to be out there and doing things. It's hard to keep your head up, but you can do it. If you are passionate and you believe in stuff, people will respond to that, you know. If you enjoy something, it's hard to enjoy things, but enjoy it. Enjoy the process. It is it is not easy though. But what is easy? Okay. What is easy? What do we start with? Main problem is I have to study for 5 years, maybe more. That's a lot of time to study. But studying pays off. Practice pays off, you know, just do a little bit every day. Okay. So we have the following things to do. Add layer, mesh, and animation. Add a bow. Arrow. Improve the arena. It's very red. It's like that Kramer meme. What's going on in there, Jerry? Pomodoro timer is what's going on. Improve the targets. Walk towards. And the ordering is not terribly important because we can change the order in the video, but if you were searching for the most difficult curriculum, Algeria would certainly be above the top countries. Difficulty can be good. Difficult things are worth doing. Challenge is good. I don't know how much challenge. Just do not judge yourself too harshly. Do not get discouraged or compare yourself to others. It's easy to say, but hard to do. I still do it. Okay, let's go over what we have done. What have we done? Done the tracker. Good old Quaternarius. That's cool. What is the benefit of programs that help you writing code? I mean, I just like to write code. I don't think about it too much. I focus I focus more on the I focus more on the thing that I want done. We will donate later when we're off stream. We'll probably end up buying this. I mean, so this is not a throwaway here. This is a we have plenty of the fuck is this? Is this whole thing just gonna come in? Cat jam. Tofu's got the. All right, so we have a few things. We have sword. Melee. Did cat jam work? No. Did it work? I didn't see it. It should. It should work. Yeah. You got it. I just didn't notice it. Good, okay. I do take suggestions on little gifts to add. Like we have like Sleepy allows me to end the stream. That's sounds like that would be a good idea. I need channel point rewards. I need emojis. I need a lot. I need like to up my production value, but I I just have so many things I'm working on right now that it's just real tough, right? Okay. Let's go check out his assets on This is very cool. I didn't know he makes some of these. I've seen some of his work, but I hadn't seen all of it. He's really come a long way, this guy. Quaternius. The all-in-one file. It's pretty cool. Let's go check it out on itch. Okay, how much is it? Name your own price? Okay, so these are the standard. Well, I want this, I don't need the source, but I do want those bow and arrow ones. Where's the source one? There is a game by an Arab YouTuber. I mean, I think it's not a joke. I really want to up my quality of my stream sometime. How about channel point rewards for different hats I can wear or make me do push-ups? I've seen people do that. It's hot. I'm on a fucking treadmill. What am I supposed to do? I can't just like sit here and sweat to death. Yeah, there should be a channel point reward costume change. Here's the source one if you pay $15 or more. That's cool. 15 bucks is not crazy. But this is the second one. Oh, you know what's funny though? I can't distribute. So even though I want the bow ones to be part of the tutorial, I can't actually I can't give those out. So yeah, that would be naughty. So I gotta keep that in mind. I can't actually include a single paid animation anywhere. So that is fine. We'll get around that. Okay. So how did he do this one? Godot? It's right there. Okay. Starting to program 2D games, excited, addicted to it. My streams are not that exciting. I was just like fucking around with assets right now. Okay. So, what have we got? Walk. He looks very like shootable. Pew pew. We will shoot him. Yeah. Oh, it's kind of scary. He's walking with intention here. That's really good. That's a good one too. Yeah, assets are exciting. We're actually making part 3 of our tutorial series today. We're trying to decide what to work on first, though. We have a list of goals here. Our 3 major things. Yarga! I do not. I have I don't have anything very compelling about what I do. I just have fun doing it. I'm having fun today, where I wasn't having fun earlier, so now I'm having fun. That's important. Making the targets move, enemies that do... This to me is pretty important. Add projectiles and player models. Let's grab this bow. All right, what I would like to do is get rid of this. So in the mesh, what you can do, you cannot. I will transparent that. Have I ever participated in a gaming competition? Yes. I have played professional esports way back in the day for a game called Halo 1. Have I ever participated in a food eating competition? No, no, I have not. The food eating competition just sounds absolutely miserable. That is my opinion. A programming competition? No. Oh, I have done game jams. Yeah, game jam. So you can look on my itch.io page. And you can see you can play some of my games that I created. I'm not eating anything that food is meant to be pleasurable, okay? Food is meant to be an enjoyable time. Food competition sounds just miserable. It sounds awful. No matter if it's speed or amount or I will choke. I will choke and die. I can barely eat food normally. It's a good animation set. Just bought it. Thanks for the info. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I think yeah, this is probably the right price. I haven't bought it yet, but I'm probably not gonna get it right now. And since I'm making tutorials with this, I've got to limit us to using just the ones that are available in the free pack because we can't distribute anything that's not free. So the hell? Body roll? Oh yeah, now we're getting sassy with it. That's pretty good. I like the hit knockback. These are good. That's a root motion. I like root motion a lot. This is not the exact pack that I want, but it's a good one. And what's cool about this site, Mesh to Motion, is that you can bring your own human and you match it up to these bones and you can bring your own model and animate it. Pretty cool. Wait, there's some rigs over here? Oh, new rigs. Oh, okay. We got spider, fox, human, kaiju. Cool, cool. Okay. Kaiju. Let's see what a kaiju looks like. Oh god, it's a dragon. People just love that. No, thank you. Visibly thin. I fluctuate weight and I have a lot of health issues, so we're working through it. Health issues are my number one reason why. Yeah. I try. We all try, don't we? And I'm not any thinner. I'm actually a little over, but that's not a big deal. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna take the surface white, which is this final one here. We can right click, make unique, and then we can take this one right here and make that unique, make unique, and watch this. Color, we're just gonna make that transparent. That should force that. We want to get this line to disappear, so because we want to code our own, like pulling up the thing back. Yeah, yeah, good. Get the standing desk, get the if you can get a little walking pad, these walking pads are really cheap. Just goes on a walking pad. It's kind of the new fad is a standing desk plus a walking pad. And it also helps my mental a little bit. It helps my focus because I was having a pretty foggy day before I got here. In fact, I didn't get much work done at all. And so we need transparency on, and then it'll disappear. Perfect. That's just going to be better. So let's save this as bow. What are we gonna do? Objects? Uh, okay. Application. You have to specify the bone areas. Yeah, yeah, you can use AI. I have not seen it have good results yet. And I think all of them get to be pretty expensive in terms of um, tokens. If you want good results from the AI models, you've actually got to pay a lot. And at that point, I would just rather pay an artist because their work is just going to be better. Cool. So all we got to do is drop that into the head scene. Now we should be able to look around with it. It's much better. We can drop it into the camera scene. So now we should be able to look up and down with it. Will the game crash because I did that? Or will we have... Yes, it crashed. That makes sense. Character body 3D. Perfect. You have to go to sleep. Good night. Wait, dude, are you on an actual factual treadmill? Yes. We are at almost 2 miles. Yeah, yeah. So get good. We were just talking about these little walking pads. I've got a standing desk. Actual factual. Subscribing just for that, yeah. I don't know. Do people really find that interesting or compelling? I mean, I should turn up the speed. I should have like a channel point reward to adjust the speed. And I'd be like, please, someone fucking turn the shit down. I'm gonna die. It actually does help you with your mental a little bit. Like I do it a little bit for just being more active and calorie burn, but also just for kind of getting out of a funk where you're stuck sitting in front of a computer. Oh god, this looks like some Neon Genesis Evangelion shit. They're just T-posing on me so menacingly. The sprinting coder, yeah, I could, yeah, true. That gives a different meaning to the word sprint or Jira sprint, right? Game deving while treadmilling, and he's like, duh. I do not think people find it interesting. I don't find it interesting. Is it? It's not interesting to me. Could be interesting to you. This is just how I work. Let's give him, let's say, editable children, animation player, current animation. What do we say? Walk. You know, the walk formal one is like kind of badass, right? Like, look at that shit. That's really cool. That is going to be it. It's already on loop. Um, and then you can press this little autoplay on load. I think that'll work. Treadmill spits facts. It's not actual factual. Yeah, there we go. Cool. There's no physics on this thing. I'm going to close the project one moment. And we're going to go... how many animation? We can pull them out later, right? We can say git add all animations. Push. All right, and now we're going to git branch L. What the fuck? That's not what we want to see. I'm pretty sure I have more branches than that. I've got all these branches. Add tracker and turn. Oh, can I get pull? Get remote V. It's part 2. So what's the disconnect here? We have 5 branches here. Get fetch upstream, get fetch. Get, what the fuck? Because I want this branch right here. It's 3 commits ahead. That's not hard. I just want to merge it into my branch that I have. I could open a PR. That sounds bad though. Get merge origin. Get pull origin. I just want to see them. Get merge origin. This. It's very strange. Very strange. All right, we'll try the tracker and turn here. Let's do part 3 in progress. Is the base and compare, create, merge. Hop over here. There we go. And back to part 3. What sucks is that we have to add gravity. So to do that, it is not on floor, gravity plus this. Move and slide. I think it's vector 2. XZ? No, it looks like it's a vector 3. Okay, that's fine then. Speed is not declared. Okay, let's do var. It's a float. There he is, menacingly. See ya. Now what do we do? Have you ever heard of something called hammock-driven development, where you just kind of sit and think about what you want to do, and it kind of comes to you when you're in a passive state rather than actively working? Uh, it's my favorite. Hammock-driven development, yeah. There's a famous talk on it. Hammock by Rich Hickey. It's not actual laziness, it's planning and thinking ahead. But I am doing it right now, kind of thinking about how I want to approach this problem. We need a map. Um, at all? Battle Creek. Not quite Battle Creek, is it? I know that this is not the best place to find a map. It's kind of cool. The buddy of ours, Luke Skywalk. He's I think, a map developer. He made this tool here, and I think you can find a different map here. Here we are. Let's look at Palace. Oh, that's not quite what we want. Some of them are based on like COD maps. They're kind of blocky. Dune. These are free to use because he's given me explicit permission. Just hard to find one that's kind of. I think we used Is it this one? Yeah, we use this one for a our FPS. We kind of changed a little bit to make it like snowy. Towers. Sounds cool. It's just too vertical. Ooh, it's twin towers. That's a yikes, friends. Moving on. But there are three towers, so probably fine. Yggdrasil, it's kind of cool, cool. Look at Yggdrasil. They're just a little cramped for our usage. We want something a little more open. Pokemon Stadium. If anyone has a map we could use. I think some of these are like COD maps and so they're very cramped. This favela. Yeah, I mean they're just way too they're just not meant for what I want. We should probably make one ourselves. I need like a tower defense kind of thing. Uh, Kind of cool. This is kind of perfect, actually. This is the kind of thing we need. And we just have the zombies like pour out of the. That's actually kind of sick, actually. What do you guys think of this one? It doesn't look bad. It's got blue and red. It's just enough detail. It just feels kind of like a Team Fortress map. Okay, so PvE wise, your goal could be to. So we have these zombies. And what are they doing on the map? I'm gonna download this one real quick. Oh, is it downloadable? It's not. That's cool though. We like it a lot. Um, downloadable. Damn. Oh, there's some really good ones here. Somebody is making some really cool TDM maps. Oh, that's cool. Man, I really like that other one though. This is cool too. Wow. So they've got I'm enjoying like looking at all these. This one I wish I could have. The asset store. $4.99. Not quite ready to download. That's very cool. So neat. Get it on Fab. How about no? Fuck. $4.99, baby. All $4.99 you can see. All $49.99. Obviously, I cannot distribute a paid asset, so we must find a free one. And I love free anyway. $3.99. Only show free products right there. This is huge. Just have all of Soho, apparently. You can just have Soho. Our other option is to go in Blender. Yes, buddy. Mute. Yeah, sorry, we took a break. Yeah, I think we're gonna. It's tough because I don't think any of these. Not a planet. I don't think any of these are gonna work for us because they're just like these big terrain pieces, and we want more like a small map. We could like combine some. Hmm. But we don't. We're not a good map maker. This thing costs $5. This is really cool, but it costs $5. You like Twitch a bit more. That's fine. We are twitching. We're on both. Honestly, I've streamed for years on Twitch, and I never got above one or two viewers. And as soon as I switched to YouTube, it just exploded more than double. It's like 10 viewers. That's crazy. That's a lot. I don't know what it is about Twitch, but I don't think people go to it for this type of content as much. I do. I mean, I like the Twitch side of things more. But I do find a lot of good educational content on YouTube. Hell. Just a big old map. It's hard to build sometimes when someone stream. Yeah, it is hard to build, but I don't know, it's just a hobby for me, so I'm not all that concerned. Ooh, this is pretty decent. That's kind of cool. I don't really like the textures. Siege sounds good. Oh, I like that. I like that. I just wish there were more open spaces in these, and I would use them. What can we do? All right, we haven't checked CG Trader. Um, yeah, it is a Minecraft type thing. Free. Just so very few free things are it, but we have to have a free one because we're making a tutorial and we cannot distribute a paid asset. Could be programmer brain. Yeah. Honestly, the one that I liked the best, I think, was this one. I really like this because it has a central lookout in the front in the top, which is really cool. Like a kind of a no man's land in the center. And a little bit of I really think this one's a great like it kind of reminds me of Two Fort or one of the classic Valve maps. What if we went to um video game models? What is that site that the models resource? Yeah, let's check this out. Uh Two Fort. I can just get Two Fort. Now, okay, this is crossing a line, right? You know, because yeah, I can't distribute this either. Because I could just like use Battle Creek or something, but yeah, been a minute. Blood Gulch style layout. Yes, I love Halo so much. Combat Evolved, like I've played on these maps endlessly. This is from, I think this is an unused one. Ice Fields. Must be data mined. Baton. Yeah, these are all data mined resources. That's cool. But I just need something like this could work too, because I'll show you what we're working with. It's just a simple like dummy kind of thing where we're making a target gallery, and we're gonna make these balls into arrows, and then kill them. And we need to make them walk somewhere or have some sort of objective, right? Like it's not that hard, but yeah, yeah. It's all. What if you know what? Who might have it? Kenny. Kenny assets. Because Kenny is a asset creator. Yeah, so you know who that is, huh? Kenny and L. There we go. I've got modular space kit, platformer kit. He's got so much shit. Holy God. What about these starter kits? Let's see. What does he got this? Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I use them for prototyping all the time. Yeah, I haven't used a lot of his stuff. I've used some of his stuff. I want like a completed map. Level. I feel like I could put something together from this. It's not a crazy ask to do. I could do it myself. Better than Blender. I'm not good at Blender. But it's just, oh, I like these. That's kind of cool. He's got a nice lighting applied here. I don't think these would look as good if I just import them straight up. Hmm. I could just build this myself, though, in CSG shapes, because I don't need to import anything if I just build it myself here. That's not crazy to do either, right? It's hard to make some decisions. Yeah, he probably works both in Unity and Godot, and the scene is just so blank and so boring. And I think we want to go for, and I have a like a to-do list here. There's like this Valve game that's in VR where you are doing a castle defense with a bow and arrow. And I was thinking having the enemies kind of path through that and try to break down a door, and you just kind of shoot them like a wave shooter. And we're kind of stuck until we get like, I mean, a castle type theme would be nice. What about a castle? What if I search for castle? Oh, that's cool. It's not really a map as much. but castles are very popular. Peach's Castle, huh? It's kind of cool. Paid asset, though. Nice, good paid assets. I can't distribute a paid asset, though. It's part of the problem. Because this is for a tutorial. Something like this could work. And they just come in through here. We could hide the clouds. The clouds look silly. And the people. It's really small. Oh, I could access the... Huh? Didn't like that at all, did it? Oh, it doesn't have the bin, so I need the bin. Let's go grab that. Um, yeah, it doesn't like that at all. Let's download the converted one. It's 12 megabytes here. Which seems more reasonable for the size of this thing. But we can try this one first. Tutorial castle. Get all that out of there. All right, that looks more promising in terms of what we expect in the format. It's got shadows. Oh, yeah, and it's nice and small, low poly. A lot of the data is just in the, it's very lightweight. I like that the asset is extraordinarily small. Like, oh, it's 13 megs when unzipped. Okay, that makes more sense. So, at that point, what we could do is try to like delete some stuff. It's not perfect. Better than a lot of the other ones we looked at. And it fits with our bow and arrow. Yeah, we don't need the clouds or people. And in the Godot editor, you can turn off those, some of them. So if you go in here, the trick is you've got to find them. Characters. See how it says characters? You just say skip import on anything that says character. So it's a cow or whatever, you can just go. Probably be better to do it in Blender, but you can do skip import. Skip import. You know, I think it's better to open this in Blender and just delete them that way. Blender time. But you can skip import. I just don't think that'll reduce the size of the actual asset. Okay, Blender doesn't let you drag and drop stuff like that. That's interesting. You have to go up here and import. Blender has some oddities for sure, like um, they are. Maybe they're in groups. Probably not, but board pieces, what does that mean? I feel like I'm editing with an arcane spell because I don't know what I'm doing. Ground. Okay, that makes sense. We can get rid of that. Okay. Let's open this further. So you see these are the houses. Let's leave that alone. These are the dwarfs and the guards and the fucking hammer. So guess what? X. They're gone. Some fucking... Okay, let's undo that. Okay, there he is. So we could do it. We could do this a couple ways. We could do an export and only export the selected. This is not hiding him in terms of, I have to go in here and say like, okay, there's the object. There we go. Okay. So this is what I'm picking up. That they're in there. There's buried rocks and shit. What the fuck does that mean? They're all in there. Delete hierarchy. Boom. Victory. Stones and shit. We don't need any stones on the outside of the buried treasure and such. That does not sound like we need that. They're kind of harmless, aren't they? Clouds are next. Let's get rid of these fucking clouds. Clouds. Okay, so clouds are part of... Doop. Delete. Boom. We have like one... What the fuck is this? Cloud. They all came out of the hierarchy there. They're all gone. Okay. I had returned. I think that the board pieces thing just is a way of grouping or whatever asset pack that they used. Potentially, you know, it's just how they're labeled. What is the idea behind the game? I don't know. You tell me. We're making a tutorial, so there's not really a idea. Destroy everything. Okay. It's funny, you know, file, export, GLTF. Yeah, but you can close that. Is the carbon reader better? Mm-mm. You don't need it. You want to play Dredge? I don't think you do. Okay, so now we go into this panel and you say include selected objects. Uncheck animation just in case. Export. Okay. So now, where the fuck did it go? How the fuck did I get this wrong? Where did it? It went in Godot environment assets castle town castle edited. Is that not where I am? It's over here. Okay, castle edited right there. Copy. Back here. Models. Castle town. Delete. Paste. Get ready. It's gone. Okay. Now let's see what it looks like. Castle. It's not even there. Because I fucked it up. One more try. Back to Blender. Let's get rid of this ground as well. I don't know if this is even all worth it. This is all, you know. We're not doing anything marred. Why do all drink from mason jars? Because mason jars are perfection. No, I haven't really done much in CAD. I mean, Blender is not necessarily CAD, is it? I'm really bad at Blender. I just kind of delete stuff. It's my job here. So I'm export GLTF, include visible objects. How about that? We'll do that. Export. It didn't seem to get it right. It's 5 megabytes now, okay? Is it 5 megabytes the right size for something like that? It feels like it. There it is. Cool. Now, we jump over to the main area. Blender is very hard, yeah. Another thing to learn. Stunning. It's actually not all that bad, is it? We're working our way to part 3. Let's do this. Let's go to the project settings. While we're running here, we're gonna double this. Did you know you could type in ×2 and then ×2? How's that? They're overrunning us. And of course, friends, this is multiplayer because that's what we do here. Is we multiplay. Create. Join. You can even do a whole random equation and position. Yeah, you can. Except I can't do an equation because I failed all my math classes. Five megabytes, not bad. And so I think the game is just going to take place inside this little town area. What do you guys think? Is that good enough? You cut it down more than half? Like, you think I should resize it? You think it should be... I can also remove some more elements so it's less busy. Oh, no. We gotta add collision shapes to all this. Yeah, I cut it down more than half just by deleting all that stuff. Yeah, the file size, you're right. So there are two ways to add collision shapes. You can go like here, and you go into the every one of these, and you click physics, generate, and that would be pretty sad to do for all 100 of these objects. The other way to do it, and we're going to test this now, is to use Godot Blender suffix call. So it has a call suffix. Node customization using name suffixes can be used with dash or underscore. So what you can do create collisions. Mesh objects, and if it is detected, a static collision node will be added with the same geometry as the mesh. A triangle mesh collision shape. All right, so we can rename them a little faster in here. And we also have the ability to kind of target. We could delete some more of these too. But let's just test it with one of these. So this is an object number 28. Maybe if we search for house. There it is. Let me open that up. This house right here. Hello, house. Okay, what is this? Is this a mesh? Is this object 26 a mesh? I believe it is. We're going to add dash call to it. Done. Maybe we can do another one. Let's just add dash call. Hi, Glitchjar. How are you? We are going to click that. Maybe, how many of these can we do? It says dash call on that. Where's this one? How about this one? There it is. Oh, these are all just house, so we can just go through here. Dash call. Dash call. This is a lot faster than doing it elsewhere. Did we get this one already? We did not. All right, we're going to test this shortly. We're not going to go too crazy here. It looks like they use underscores in this project, so we might repeat this experiment with underscores. Building a new level. Yeah, ask a quick question. Go for it. I'm just locked in here, but I'll answer whatever question you may have. Yeah, it should work fine, huh? Let's overlay this. Save. Like doing that. You do this without that. What point is AI in code? It's not even your code anymore. Well, I don't use AI. So I'm probably a bad person to answer that question, but what's interesting is that a lot of code is shared. And something about code, because it was so difficult, people are willing to share their code more often than, they're willing to share other things. And that really enabled all these stupid fucking models to steal it out of the open source repositories and train these models on it. And then overwhelm those same open source contributors and maintainers with overwhelming slop generated. And yeah, now they're ruining open source. That's my take. No, I mean, I don't like the prompting type of AI. I tend to just like the ones that are like fill in the blank a little bit. It's just how I work. Yeah, they ruined it all, didn't they? We had a good thing going. How big is this blend file? 14 meg? They need a search bar in this. Look at that. They've got collision shape. That's great. So this one doesn't have a collision shape, but these do. It worked pretty well, didn't it? Okay, so All of the creatures are gonna come in through the front, and they're gonna try to attack the door over here. Wait, I just got myself mixed up. There we go. I think this is really coming together now. This is gonna be really cool. The only problem that we have with this is that there's not much like verticality. There's not much like ability to get up above things, which I think is a slight weakness. So it's all very flat, right? Add some boxes to jump on, crates. Yeah. What I could do is since I'm in Blender anyway, and I'm bad at Blender, so but I could open up the space a little bit. But I think I use G to move things. Oh man. Oh man, I'm so good. I knew G that moves things. That's so good. I'm just so smart. This is when we type in genius because I know G. And here's the oh no part. Oh no, it's now levitating off the ground, of course, because I knew that would happen. Because I, did this number. So there's like a button that you can use to make sure that doesn't happen, but I don't know it. There's like a, what is it, horizontal translate? I don't know what it is. I just grab it. Hold control, maybe. I don't know. This is. Oh, what's that? I'm holding middle mouse button. That's kind of nice. I'm glad I could entertain you, Pawn. Yeah, but what we would do is if maybe we'll do this later, but we could kind of take these things, get rid of the trees, open it up a little bit, make it so you can get on top of the houses or something. And some rocks here. We could put rocks in here. I'm capable of that. I'm gonna put the house back where it was and not edit it too much right now. But yeah, I think that is one of the weaknesses of this format is that there's not enough verticality in the map. And verticality is important for getting into position and shooting down on things. It can be very fun. And plus, it's a little cramped right now, is what I would say. It's just slightly cramped. But those are all small things we can fix. Fix it in post. And the other option is we could, if we were really good, we could knock out some doors or a pathway through these so that you could get up on the ramparts. And that would be the ultimate fun, as if you could shoot down into there. You know. Or you could at least get up on top of here. Yeah, that could be nice. Maybe I can just do the very minimal, and instead of blasting through it, I can just put like a square, a mesh. And I could do this in one of the different, any of the apps, whatever. Just a ramp or a staircase on each side. It's that simple, baby. This has to be the right. Okay, maybe it's not that simple, but there we go. Kind of like that. And then you could walk up to the top of this thing and then walk on the other side. Thoughts, questions, concerns? It's called game design. This is called game development, friends. This is what you do when you're a... This is how all the greatest maps and all the best garbage that you love was made. Same intention. A little bit of fog. Okay, there's no fog. Okay, a little bit of fog. Dramatic. Okay, if you're new to the channel, there are days where I just fuck around with the environment settings. Just as Pond just mentioned. There are days on stream where I do exclusively that. This will not be one of those days. Just not going to do it. We're just not going to we're not going to give in. Okay? I promise. This was my promise to you. Yeah, no. I mean, I'm saying I'm exactly like you. I could spend all day doing it. And I have. I have been known on this very stream to sit here and fuck with the environment settings all stream, the entire stream. Like, I'm just not going to do it. The one thing about the fog, though, is that I think we can turn the sky effect off. And then we could get an actual skybox, right? Wild. It's looking all right. Yeah, and we're cool with co-working. We're cool. We're cool with suggestions. But yeah, it is very addicting, I would say. To change the environment and get it to set up well. And another thing I'm not very good at, but boy, I love it. So much fun. I'm gonna take a short breakerino here, and then we'll be back at it in a few bits. But we need to be our back. We're just gonna be RB. We gotta have our show reel so we can like loop that when we're gone. We're gonna work on that too. I'm back. I'm snacking. So, if you follow me on YouTube, you might already know about the tutorial. The tutorial is about a co-op template, and the third part of the template, we have two parts out already. I think the list is this. and then combat. So I have so much to do. Draw the bow, release the bow, shoot arrow. When is this co-op stream? Yeah. I've been playing a lot of Slay the Spire off stream. I don't my stream is not, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I might end up doing some more stream content like that. Not something I'm currently doing. But I've done that in the past, but I don't think people are all that interested in watching me play games. But I've got a lot of really cool things coming up in the next like 6 to 7 months. So you're just gonna have to stay tuned because there's gonna be cool stuff. There's just gonna be coming. It's gonna be coming. The problem is that I have 2 jobs and a lot of work. It just takes a lot of dedication and just kind of slow and steady progress. I know that wasn't your question, but I'm working towards my goals. And I'm so fucking busy. But this is a big tutorial. This part 3 is highly anticipated. And we're going to make projectiles, picking up and throwing. I think we should throw an explosive. Everyone loves that. Need to code review that game sometime. I'm interested in how they chose to tackle it. Are you talking about Slay the Spire? Because we could open that game right now, right here. I think I got a version in here. Downloads, Godot 4.5. What's interesting about the Slay the Spire where is all of the code? These are the scenes. Themes, package material, image, bin, banks. It's GD extension. There's a lot of cool stuff in here. You can look at it. But the interesting thing is that it's not in GD script. It is all in C++, the C#. So I am not the C# expert here, okay? So that makes it less I'm less of an expert to review their code, their layout. And my suggestion is that you kind of listen to, I mean, it's going to change for every game. I don't know. I think their architecture great. Their scene organization is great. You can learn from the scene organization, but in terms of like the really deep like insight, you're going to want to look at the C# code, and I don't think I even have any of that here. So I would have to get that out somehow. It's a lot of work. Yeah, it's not too bad to read. I could probably get by, but I think just them, like, their AMA, if you know, read that. So they say the non-content logic, handling input rendering, of course, required much more to convert, but there's also a lot less of that logic in the first place. So later in the year, so here it is. We decided to convert all the content to scriptable objects over to C# classes. Danielle, one of our engineers and one of the creators of Slay the Spire 1, wrote an automated tool that did the bulk of the work. We manually polished up the outliers. Between that in the backing of an automated test suite that I'd written early in my time at MegaCrit, we were able to do the whole conversion of scriptable objects to C class just like one. We switched from Unity to Godot, which is really lucky, but all of our content was already in C#, and our content logic was nicely separated from our rendering and input logic. A huge amount of our code base just worked when we copied it from the old Unity project into the new Godot project. So that's just great. So they use Godot and the Godot scenes and the animations and all that as a rendering engine, essentially. Input rendering required more work to convert. We're trying to bring something over in the Unity project where you could dig into the Godot code base and figure out what was going on. Eventually made our own custom fork of Godot. Megadough with tweaks and fixes. So there isn't a whole lot of that. It opens in vanilla. It works. And you're building a 2D game, yeah. Okay, so that kind of explains their strategy, and what you see in the Godot project is a lot of that visual stuff, and it's less. It's great for a little short YouTube, but it's less good for deep dive. Yeah. No, actually, the tweaks you can reverse engineer the tweaks that they made. And the tweaks are just small things around like rendering and the animations and stuff. It's not that crazy. It's just like a couple things won't work. But there are people who have been able to compile it and get it to work. And I opened it in Godot. It doesn't like run because I don't have the C# code behind it. But and there is a live stream I did a while back where I dove more into the actual organization and kind of like pulled out a couple of cool things, but there's not much I can add to, you know, as a outsider. I just like to quote their words rather than mine. This is the Jake Card, the lead programmer. They have so much money now. They have a obscene amount of money. Yeah. Yeah, it is. They got crazy. I mean, it was one of the most wish-listed games of, you know, the last couple of years. There's huge anticipation behind it. Crashed the Steam store when it came out. That's kind of crazy to think about a Godot game doing that. And they're great game designers. They made something really fun and really cool. And you know what? I think I'm gonna get off here. I'm gonna go ahead and head out for the day. I'm gonna try to come back tomorrow. Um, but I need to do some work off stream on this project, this tutorial. Maybe some other stuff. I'm just kind of losing steam a little bit ever since I got off the treadmill. But yeah, it's time to wind down. I have to also get some dinner. I have not eaten anything. But yeah, hey, thanks. Yeah, come back tomorrow, next day. Thanks for chatting. Y'all are very much appreciated. We have a lot of cool stuff coming up, so keep checking in, even if I'm not around every day. I'm gonna see if I can get some more momentum behind these projects. So that's why I'm on here, is to keep up the momentum, keep up the work. It is, you know, a lot of fun, a lot of work. But have a good evening. Thank you, folks, for stopping by. Yeah, no problem. Woo-wee. Have a good day.